Hi everyone. Our subject today is about inquisitions. From the 15th to the 19th century, inquisitions were permanently established, bureaucratically organized, appointed and supervised tribunals of clergy and occasionally of regular civilians. They were charged with the discovery and destruction of heterodox religious opinion and practice in Christian Europe. The earliest, largest, and best known of these was the Spanish Inquisition, established by Pope Sixtus IV at the petition of Ferdinand and Isabella, the rulers of Aragon and Castile. It was eventually extended throughout the Spanish Empire in Europe and the Americas through a system of subordinate regional tribunals, formerly abolished in 1834. Other tribunals established were in Portugal and Italy and elsewhere. The Spanish and Portuguese tribunals were departments of state intended initially to detect the secret adherence to Judaism among Jewish converts, to Christianity and their descendants, and later to detect, eradicate Protestant Christianity. The Roman and other inquisitions were also departments of state designed chiefly to combat Protestantism, which was conceived and defined as heresy in Catholic territories. Now, all inquisitions had the power to supervise and discipline the moral failing of both clergy and civilians. The Inquisition's officials were systematically recruited, appointed, and replaced, and they used well-defined and distinctive legal procedures, strict instructions, and strict supervision by strict officials characterized by signs, badges of membership, although they were working in secrecy. It all began from the church and ended almost in the church, facing and disciplining heretics and punishing them until 1243, when the state took over and it was disputed until 12 started on and off between the clergy and the state. Punishments ranged from repenting to execution by many rights and privileges and sanctions of all kinds. One thing sure, in almost evidence was never important, which makes those judicial systems known to humanity, despite that some inquisitors were good people. In brief, it was disgusting, fanatic, and above all, stupid, especially when sentencing a heretic to pilgrimage. Italy then excelled with heresy. Portugal did as well, but the Spanish Inquisition was the most substantive of the three, championing. According to modern estimates, moderately presuming around 150,000 people only were perpetrated during 300 years, I would more than quadruple it. Originally, the Inquisition was intended primarily to identify heretics among those converted to Judaism and Islam, to Christianity, of course, or rather precisely to Catholicism, by act of fear and force. You know, out of fear, okay, I'll become Catholic. Out of, or by gunpoint or something, okay, I accept to become. These people, they were suspected. Now, this had been done after the royal decrees in 1492 and 1502, ordering Muslims and Jews to convert to Catholicism or leave the country. So, some discriminatory taxation were imposed on religious minorities, namely Muslims and Jews. So, false conversions were a way of tax evasion. Common sense. The Crusaders reacted while in the First Crusade by having death and killing of Jews and Muslims on the way to the failing reconquest along the coast of Syria and Palestine, men, women, and children, and entire families. Despite the horror and barbarism shown during centuries before and whilst of the Inquisition, maybe at the end came a wake-up call to stop it and abolish it, rethinking to revolutionize Europe into modern times, civilization, human rights, to become a world example to copy in different continents. Thank you.